So in the last game, Spencer, he do pretty good, huh? I teach him well, but he's not going to take my job. Tonight, I will be the great Bubba. The one and only Bubba. I promise, no goals. No goals. In the first 5 minutes.
The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right, Panther fans. So we got the Red Wings tonight. And what are we going to see tonight? What are we going to see? I tell you what I would like to see. Now, this is going to be tricky, okay? Because I remember a team that used to be able to do this long time ago. And here's what I'd like to see. We play a good first 10 minutes, 1-0. We let them tie it either right at the end of the first period or right at the beginning of the second period. We get the lead back with about 8 minutes left to go in the second period, and we hold the 2-1 lead the rest of the way, all the way through the game, and get 2 points without overtime, without a shootout, without blowing the lead twice, without blowing a 3-0 lead, without blowing a 2-0 lead, etc. So we'll see Bobrovsky tonight. Now, in terms of the lines, as far as I've heard, you're still going to have Chucky on the top line. I assume Samoskevich is still staying on the second line, but they at some point will probably move back to Verhaeghe. Maurice talked about that a little bit. What did he say? He said he just wanted to give those players a different experience on the ice, whatever that means. Whatever the experience is, we need the experience of the real Sam Bennett, not the imposter out there in the number 9 jersey these last few games. Maybe the last few weeks. No goals in 18 games. I can do that. I'm just saying. And I can do it for a lot cheaper than Sam Bennett's doing it. Right? I'll sacrifice the body. I mean, what's the difference if he runs into people and they fall down and creates a mess? Or if people run into me and I fall down and I just create a mess? There's still 2 people on the floor. Still 2 guys on the floor. I can do that for cheap and not score. All right. Can we please look like ourselves tonight? All right, so tied at 1 after 1. Good period of play. Detroit gets a goal on the power play, and then Verhaeghe comes back, takes a shot. Loose puck standing there in the crease, or sitting there in the crease, and Lundell puts it home, so it's 1-1. Now, the goal that the Panthers gave up, I couldn't tell. They only played the replay a couple of times. It sounded like they thought it might have gone off of Kulikov and kind of became a little bit of a weeble wobbler. It was a weird, I think it must have, because the way it fooled Bobrovsky with his glove. It looked like he thought he had it tracked, and then he had to try to close the glove against his body, and the puck snuck through. So it must have gone off of Kulikov. We look like we got a little bit of energy. I don't know if it's because they're in the sunshine and what must be warm weather compared to wherever the hell else they would be here. Certainly up here, it's not as cold. Their bones they look better, ish, right? Now I will say, Bolinskis especially laid a couple of hits. Bolinskis, Bornfoot, that pairing is growing on me. That pair is growing on me, and I just wonder if when Ekblad comes back, could it be Ekblad, Forsling, Mikula, Kulikov, Bolinskis, Bornfoot, and that would have Schmidt as 7D. Not against that. I don't know if Maurice is going to do that, but I do like that those 2 kids, they skate well. They're smooth skaters. They can move the puck, and they're really not out of position. And you don't really see them out of position. They can play our system pretty well, and if they're going to start laying hits, that's a good thing. All right, unfortunately, though, it's 1-1, which means we've already scored our 1 goal for the game. So I guess we're going to try to get the sucker to overtime. That'll be the last time I ask for a 2-1 game. It's 4-2, Detroit, after 2. Now, oh boy, this is going to be a long post. We're not out of this game yet, by the way. It's only 2 goals, right? So, first off, can we stop taking stupid penalties? 2 hooks and a trip. Detroit now has 3 power play goals on the night, 3 goals in the second period alone, and we had to pull Bobrovsky. Now, I know that it looks like one of them went off Kulikov, and I know that it looks like one of them went off of Forsling, but the 4th one, my God, was bad. And when Bob is having a bad night, those are the goals he gives up. He takes bad angles on shots, and he reacts too late, and the puck's in the back of the net. And as soon as it went in, I asked, where's Spencer? Where the hell is Spencer? And Maurice, of course, has the house bugged. And so Spencer Knight is in. Now, we had the better of play 5-on-5. We looked pretty good 5-on-5, right? Except for the fact that we took 3 stupid penalties in the second period. That can't happen. Now, twice Detroit has pulled the trick. It might have been 3 at a times, where they've pulled the trick where, you stick your stick into the guy's waist and then they just close their arm over the stick, and the refs are giving them those hooking calls, and it's cheap. It's cheap. That is a judgment call. Now, the one call that was, I believe, on Schmidt, that was trip. It's trip. And we're doing stupid things, and then we can't kill penalties. The 3rd goal, Balinskis was in front with Bob, and then Mikula had his man, and the dude snuck in between Balinskis and Mikula. Mikula was late getting over to it, and deflection, and the puck's in the back of the net. So I don't necessarily blame Bob for obviously all 4 goals, but the 4th one was bad. And so, when you consider that maybe he kind of should have had one of the other goals, and then you give up that 4th one, and you just throw Spencer out there because Spencer had been playing well last game, obviously, and Bob clearly, though, if you don't want to say they were his fault, he ain't doing much to help, put it that way. So, not out of it. Not out of it. It's a 2-goal lead. Stranger things have happened. How about 6-5 Panthers? So, they're coasting. They're tired. It's the Stanley Cup hangover. We're not going to play hard until the playoffs. The other teams need points. Barkov is clearly tired. Forsling is clearly exhausted. Verhaeghe couldn't score at, well, I was going to crack a bad joke. He can't score. Bennett is not even a 2C at this point. Make the second line Lundell, Boquist, Samaskevich. I guess one of them would have to play on the offside. I don't have any answers for you that you haven't already heard. Of course, tonight was new, giving up the 3 power play goals. Now, I guess what they said on the broadcast was the one puck went off for Kulikov, past Bob. The other one went off Forsling, past Bob. Okay. I mean, shit's going to happen. The 4th goal was terrible. But, okay, so it's 4-2. It's 4-2, and here was their response. Is game over yet? I mean, we tried. I don't know why Sam Bennett thinks he is, I don't know who he thinks he is. Connor Bedard? no less than 10 times in the last month, we've seen Sam Bennett think he's going to split 2 or 3 defenders and score a goal. Barkov, I mean, seriously. And not just Barkov, Reinhardt with just bad, stupid, not smart, high hockey IQ decisions. So we win and we lose and we win and we lose and we win and we lose. Bournemouth had a rough night. He had a rough night. I must have been praising him too much. Belenskis looks good. Bournemouth didn't have his best night out there on the ice. I don't know what changes if Ekblad's back. Nobody can score. Like, the list of guys that hadn't scored in 10 games is big. And it's all of our top guys. So, the worst part about this is they're putting that on the ice again at home. Again at home. And I know that that's irritating the hell out of people. And it comes at a time when they're, sending out the renewal notices at double the cost of what things were last year. Which I get that prices are going to go up, but some people's stuff went up almost 50%. Come on now. New scoreboard can't cost that much. And I know some people wanted me to come on and rant because they're mad at the team on the stream. There comes a point in time when I have to realize that I would look like an idiot standing here with the Cup Champ sign while we're 1 point out of first place if I'm yelling and screaming about how bad the team would be. You know what I mean? Like Spencer Knight didn't give up another goal. I don't know how many shots he faced. It wasn't very many. I'm matching the energy of the team right now. And it's just kind of like, Oh, did they score another goal? Oh, damn. Oh, shucks. Oh, well. Samoskevich had a decent night. Had a nice assist. I have been saying that. If you come to the noon streams, I say it about 5 times an hour. Put Samoskevich with people, with players that can put the puck in the back of the net. And he would have assists. Barkov for Hagee Samoskevich, boy, I don't know how that would work out. I don't know. I will give Samoskevich credit for the effort in terms of trying to be in front of the net and trying to win against the boards. He needs to put on some weight, but nobody can say he doesn't have the will to do it. That's for sure. Nosek is not Kevin Stenlund. Most definitely not Stenlund. And he was mixing up the lines. I don't even know if we had lines by the end of the game. Like Rodriguez was just like on all the lines. And I don't even know that I'm not even exaggerating. It was just like 2 guys in Rodriguez or 2 guys in Rodriguez. Kind of like the other game when Samoskevich was going really well and he was like on just like all the lines. So what do we got? 36 more games. 36 more games is what we got. And there's going to be a lot more nights like this. Because all these other teams are desperate for points. And we're not. We're just not. Look, we have been coasting and playing lackadaisical and win and lose. And we're just clearly not even remotely close to anything slightly that looks like mentally engaged. And then they wake up in the morning and they go and they check the NHL standings and they say, well, shit, we're still only 1 point out of first place. Why the F should we try harder? Why should we, abuse our bodies? We're right here. The same spot they were in last year. I get it. Y'all spending your money going to the games. Right? Shit ain't cheap. Me, Kyle, Brother Gene, and parking, $500. Friggin' hell. So I get that. Oh, no, I get that. I understand that completely. But when you watch Maurice, when you listen to what Maurice is saying, I guarantee you that us fans are the only ones that view things the way we view them right now. Not that we're wrong, right? Because we want to see 82 exciting hockey games. They want to win another cup. And you look at all of the teams that have won a cup, right? And then the next year, it happened with Colorado, happened to Vegas, didn't happen with Tampa. Shortened seasons, the COVID break, and they had Vasilevsky, which was just an absurd weapon at that point. But most of the time, and eventually it happened with Tampa too, where, especially in the regular season, teams just run out of juice. What we're going to do in the playoffs, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we did just beat New Jersey 2-1. New Jersey might be the fastest team in the conference, right? Or that was Spencer Knight. Spencer Knight's been looking good. Bubba. Spencer Knight's been looking pretty good. I ain't saying it. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing about that. Because there's videos on this channel from I don't even remember how many years ago where Stu and I were doing the reviews in the morning. And at least 2 times we were like, that's it, Bob's out and Spencer's the guy. And we all see how that worked out. So I ain't saying shit about nothing. But what I will say is that since they ain't going to be scoring, the second line at Lundell should be at 2C. Because that is not Sam Bennett. If you want to say he's tired or if he's a little bit hurt, then move him down to 3C, lessen the ice time. Put him at 4C. Only problem is what are you going to do with Nosek? Right? So what are you going to do then? Let's see if I can make Barkov. This is going to be bad. Barkov, Reinhardt, Samoskevich. Lundell, Verhaeghe, Boquist, Luosterainen, Rodriguez. Who did I leave out? Joe, I don't even have Kachuk. Screw it. Move him down too. Luosterainen, Rodriguez, Chucky, who can't score. And then Bennett with Greer and call up Giles. I think I made a team. I think I just made a team. What are we going to do? Only score 1 or 2 goals a game? I mean, really, right? If that's Maurice's goals, only to score 2 goals a game, and maybe we win, maybe we don't. Put Sam Bennett at 4C and give him some rest. Play him 7 minutes a night. He's cooked. while you're at it, move Barkov to 3 seed. Oh, they're so tired. They're so tired, people. I love you all for watching these videos. This is the longest season we are ever going to have unless we win the cup again. You can just see it on the ice. Okay? Barkov, when's the last time you seen Barkov get bullied around and pushed around and make stupid decisions? And Reinhardt is making stupid decisions. He made a pass tonight, and he's been doing it like every game for 2 weeks, where he's just making a pass and you're screaming like, what are you doing? These cross-sized passes where there's a defender right there in the freaking middle. Are you blind? But then he's going to have another 50 goals, so you can only complain so much. I'm convinced Verhaeghe's gone blind in one eye. I think that's the problem. I think he needs glasses. He has gone blind in one eye. That's why every shot is wide or off the post. And the only guys with any energy, for the most part, are Samoskevich, Bolquist, and Rodriguez. Rodriguez is the outlier because most of the guys that were on the team for the 2 years don't have any energy. But Rodriguez wasn't on the team for both years. That's right. Because it was Duke the first year. So Rodriguez hasn't gone through 2 long runs, right? I'm right there. Right? Right? I think I'm right. Alright. So we lost again. At home. Y'all are driving home pissed off right now because you guys keep spending hundreds of dollars to watch Doggedly Doo-Doo. Doodly Dog Dog. Doodly Dog Dog? That's not bad. I'll be live tomorrow at noon for your therapy session. It is cold in this freaking basement. Man, we ain't going to be above freezing. We are going to get snow on Sunday. And then we are not going to get above 20 degrees for about 3 or 4 freaking days. Oh my God. I was gone on vacation for 10 days last month. My electric bill was still $570. Fuck. I thought for sure, I'm like, we were gone a third of the month. How bad can it be? Shit. Shit. That's why I appreciate all the super chats. Oh my God, we got 36 more games, people. 36 more games, and then at least whatever they are going to do, they're going to do. Because let's all be honest, if they play anything like they have in the regular season, come playoff time, it's going to be a 5-game series. Is what it's going to be. So, and then we can all go fishing and enjoy the nice spring warm weather. All right, I'll be live at noon tomorrow. Appreciate all the support. Everybody relax. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. All we got to do is play a good team. And I guess it's the only time